Hello, sixth graders, and welcome to the last section in Chapter 8, Chapter 2, which is on division equations. 2.8 today, you're going to learn how to solve whole number division equations. Okay, these are very similar to what we have been talking about. I would say very similar to the multiplication ones, except now it's just the opposite of that, and we're dealing with division. So let's jump right into it and check out an example here to see what it looks like. All right, it says solve each equation and check your answers. So in the first equation, I have, let me orient my board right here. I have x divided by 7 equals 5. So what number, when I divide it by 7, gives me an answer of 5? Okay, so like I have been doing, I like to split my equation in the middle, and I like to ask myself that question: what is being done to x, and how do I undo it? Okay, well, here x is being divided by 7, so to undo it, I need to multiply both sides by 7 to undo the division. Okay, so you'll see here they multiplied by 7 and they also multiplied by 7 on the other side. So this 7 times 7 cancels each other out. And the reason being is because, remember, you're taking 7, and 7 as a fraction is 7 over 1. And we're multiplying that by x over 7. And remember, when you multiply, you can first simplify. Well, you can both simplify these by dividing by 7. So across 1 times x is x, over 1 times 1 is 1. Anything over itself is that. So that's why I'm just left with x here, and that's why it cancels out. And on the other side, 7 times 5 gives me 35. Okay, so then it says check. Well, stick in 35 or substitute 35 into your original equation. Is 35 divided by 7 5? Well, yes, it is. So substitute 35 for x, and 35, yes, is the solution. All right, let's try another one. Let's try letter B here as well. It says 13 equals p divided by 6. All right, well, ask yourself, what is being done to the variable and how do you undo that? Well, p is being divided by 6, so to undo that, you multiply both sides to undo the division once again. Okay, so multiply by 6, and remember 6 as a fraction is 6 over 1. Okay, these both become 1, and you're left with just p. All right, these actually cancel. This 6 and this 6 cancel. You're just left with p. And then if I multiply by 6 on one side, I need to multiply by 6 on the other. So 6 times 13, I'll just do a little math here, 18 and 7. So p is 78. Let's check to make sure that that makes sense. Substitute 78 for p into the equation. Okay, did that here. And let's divide. Well, is 78 divided by 6 13? Yes, it is. So 78 is the solution. All right, let's flip to the back side and check out example 2. It says at Elk Meadows Park, an aspen tree is 1/3 the height of a pine tree. Okay, in other words, the height of an aspen equals the height of a pine tree divided by 3. 1/3, multiplying by a third and dividing by 3 are the exact same thing. Okay, the aspen tree is 14 feet tall. How tall is the pine tree? Okay, well, we substitute in 14 for the aspen, so that equals the height of the pine tree divided by 3. Okay, so here is our equation that we're going to be using. Ask yourself what's being done to h and how do you undo it? Okay, well, you need to again multiply both sides by 3 to undo the division. Sorry, it's sometimes hard to spell and talk at the same time. This 3 times 3 will cancel each other out. Dividing by 3 and multiplying by 3 are inverse. I'm left with just h. And then 14 times 3. 14 times 3, 12. Carry my 1. 3 times 1 is 1, plus 1 is 4. So 42, and the pine tree is 42 feet tall. All right. Next, why don't you go ahead and pause the video and try the two check it out problems to see what you come up with. All right, in this one, I would multiply both sides by 4. This cancels, and 4 times 72 would give me 72 times 4, 8, and 28, so 288. So P equals 288. And then in the last one, it says Jamie weighs 1/2 as much as her father. Jamie's weight is equal to her father's weight divided by 2, and Jamie's weight is 95 pounds. So how much does her father weigh? We would take 95 equals W over 2, and then multiply each side by 2, cancel. So 95 times 2, W equals 190 pounds. I'll abbreviate as LBS. All right, and that's all I have to it. What I would like for you to do next is to please go to the online textbook. You got a nice little picture of Knox there. And go to chapter 2 and lesson 8. And then go to the book pages. And what I'd like for you to do is check out these 2 lesson tutorial videos and add these to a scratch sheet of paper and staple it to your notes. So you can have a handful of examples to go through when you are using your notes on the test. Just a little bit more practice is good as well. Okay, so again, like I said, this is all there is for sections. Quite a few sections in Chapter 8. Make sure you're studying a little bit each night, and test will be coming up shortly. Good luck on this section, and we'll talk to you later.